Welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing the Spyderco Little Native. This happens to be the S30V with black G10 scales. This is probably my second favorite Spyderco knife, my first favorite being the Paramilitary 3. This one is a little bit smaller, and it actually happens to make it be Chicago proper legal at that, beyond just being Illinois legal. The fidget factor is great on this bad boy. It does have the compression lock. If you get these certain models, they have a lock back, and I think they have a slip lock too. Slip joint. But yeah, this is a very nice knife. Again, the fidget factor is great. I believe it's only just copper washers, but even yet, the action on it is incredible. I will say it does kind of get stuck on the way down. You'll kind of see it here on the front finger choil. As it falls, it kind of touches my finger and doesn't close. It doesn't end up closing all the way. There's just that little bit it needs to close still. Oh, couldn't find focus there. That's okay. Ergonomics are great. Again, I have ham hocks for hands, but I still get a good full four-finger grip on it, and it fits very nicely. I have the Ben Peterson finger test passing and everything like that too. So yeah, again, great ergonomics. I'd also say the price is a little bit on the higher side. It comes in at $140 right now, affiliate link to DLT Trading on Amazon. If you go on Blade HQ, I believe it's $157, but that's before taxes and shipping, and so it ends up being a little over $160 is what I ended up paying for it from Blade HQ. I don't know that it's worth $160, but I don't know that it's not worth $160. If this fits a current spec for you, then hey, don't stop yourself. The factory edge is rather sharp, and I'll cut to it. I did some paper cutting when I unboxed this originally. I just kind of messed with it a little bit, put a Lynch Northwest clip on it, and some other nice things just to clean it up and tighten the pivot and knife pivot lube, all that good stuff. Frame lock. The frame lock doesn't exist on this because it is the liner lock, which is kind of like a reverse frame lock, but it has great lockup, and blade centering also quite nice. I do like this entire blacked out model. You'll see a whole bunch of my knives fit this blacked out model, but it's a beautiful colorway. Let's compare this to a couple other knives. Nice lay flat. This is the S30V Baby Banner, also Chicago proper legal, and I couldn't do a Chicago proper legal spread without doing the Spyderco Chicago. So there's a spread of those. This is the pair of 3 in place of the Spyderco Chicago, and we'll do the Benchmade mini bug out, just so you kind of have an idea of where it falls in on that. So it's pretty amazing. That front finger choil really allows you to still get a good purchase on it, and some good ergonomics to it. Blade play is almost non-existent. I'd say there's maybe a little bit of feeling of blade play, but that just might be the fact that the scales are G10 and they're not titanium or anything like that. Pocket clip. The wire clip's not bad. The OEM wire clip's not bad, but I love the Lynch Northwest clip, and I don't think I own a Spyderco that doesn't have a Lynch Northwest clip on it. Shout out to Casey and the rest of their crew. Ease of use is very nice. The pocket retention's on it's great. You can get it in and out no problem, even with the wire OEM clip. So if you don't want to get a Lynch Northwest clip for it, which I totally recommend you do, if you don't want to get a Lynch Northwest clip for it, totally understand, not a big deal. Fright factor, I'd say this model, this variant in the full black colorway is kind of a little bit more frightening to the untrained eye and the people who don't know. But again, it is a smaller blade length, so let's get into the actual technical specifications. Overall length of the knife is just shy of 6 inches at 5.94. The blade length is 2.47 inches, putting it right under that 2.5 inch mark for Chicago legal. The blade width is 1.1 inches. Blade thickness is 0.13 inches. The handle length is 3.47 inches. The handle width is 1.125 inches. Handle thickness is 0.44 inches, and this again is this S30V with G10 black scales. There's a couple other variants of it too, but most of them are this way, and this is that black DLC coated variety as well. Flat grind blade, 2.4 ounce overall weight, right or left hand carry, but it is only tip up, and again, it's that reverse liner lock compression lock. I have to say, compression lock really adds to a fidget factor. I don't know what it is about it, but you could just sit there and play with it all day, and it's really easy to fidget without feeling too worried about hurting yourself or accidentally catching a piece of your skin or nail on it. Would I buy this knife again? Yeah, I definitely like having it in my collection, and I feel like it fits well in the pocket and it does a nice job. $140 a little high for me, but at the same time, I do like Spyderco product. They do a good job of putting everything together. And this one is one of the Golden Colorado, made in America, Earth, USA, and I always love seeing that tag on a knife. Is this the right knife for you? I don't necessarily know, but if you've got $140 to $160 to burn and you like Spyderco products as much as I do, I definitely say go ahead and get you one.